I'm Jason Holmes and I'm Head of Design for the Textile Division of Forbo Flooring. Within my job, there's a whole portfolio of textile products that I'm responsible for. One of the key products is Flotex FR. I've had an association with the Flotex substrate for nearly 20 years, and I'm constantly amazed at how versatile it is, and also amazed at the amount of pattern, textures, designs, styles that the product has lent itself to over that period. Everything from the most diverse range of patterning and textures and colours, to the sort of simplest semi-planes. Flotex, seems to be able to lend itself to that application. It's incredibly versatile and it's really seen by designers across the world as being a blank canvas, for them to sort of demonstrate their creativity. Flotex FR is a flocked nylon floor covering. It has 70 million fibres per square metre, which are very densely packed, which makes it the ideal surface for printing on, and it also makes it very durable and very resilient. With Flotex FR being such a unique substrate, the level of detail and the quality of print makes it far superior to other textiles. With other textiles you have a cut pile or a loop pile, and the effective resolution or the fineness of detail is governed by the material you're printing on. With Flotex it's almost like printing on paper, where you can get a very, very high resolution and a full gamut of colours, which means that you can print designs that you couldn't achieve on other substrates. For example, really high quality photographic looks. Flotex Colour FR is a great introduction to the Flotex portfolio. It's a semi-plain collection containing 4 different textures or patterns in a wide range of colours. It's great to use as a complement to other Flotex designs and other flooring. Flotex Vision FR is digitally printed in high resolution. With over 500 items to choose from, this collection is best viewed on our online library, which is continuously updated. What it is a resource database, if you like, that covers all the sort of main building blocks of surface pattern, from linear designs, geometric designs, classic textile patterns, florals, and it can be used as a really good sort of start point, but also there's the facility for recoloring some of those designs to create a sort of personal element to fit in with interior design schemes and work with other surfaces within a project. Anything on the Flotex Vision FR website can be recolored to match other substrates within your project or other colour schemes that might be applicable. Taking it further into a more bespoke field, you could then maybe rescale one of those designs, use elements from one design in conjunction with the texture from another design, and start to build up something which is completely unique around the project that you're working on. The bespoke design process for Flotex FR can take many forms. We're happy to get involved literally as a check and print service for someone who's capable of producing their own artwork and design, but more often than not we're involved at the start, taking inspiration from colour swatches, design ideas, and we can then work with the client to produce a design prototype, various what we'd call sketches for their approval. Once we have a design approved, we would then make a sample. And within that sample we would match to any RAL, NCS or Pantone colours or any other substrates that they were using elsewhere in the project. Once they approve the sample, then we go to manufacture. When designing for rail vehicle applications, there are a number of considerations that you need to take. Firstly is the end user, and it's down to the frequency of travel, the type of vehicle, the geography of the situation, because that really influences how these things are used. One of the other considerations is branding. So the corporate identity, the colour scheme, whether you're trying to create a certain type of ambience, the other materials used, so the other substrates you're designing with, and also the onward effect from a saloon into a vestibule. Installation method is also something which needs to be considered. For example, is it laid horizontally or vertically? Is this a refurbishment? Is it a new build? Is it being installed onto panels prior to insertion into the vehicle? These are things which will affect not only the type of patterning but also the direction of the manufacturing process. One of the main considerations for me is the usage of the vehicle. How long are people's journey times? What's the purpose of their travel? And it becomes this balance between aesthetics and functionality. How much soil hiding do you need to build into the pattern, or how much is it around the design, styling and the aesthetic? So what makes Flotex FR so versatile for the rail application is this ability to have a high-performing textile that lends itself very well to a full range of aesthetic applications.